Time is the only thing you spent without ever seeing the bill. There is no receipt, no refund, no warning that you are about to run out. It just goes quietly, constantly, whether you notice it or not. And the scariest part is not that time passes, is that it can pass unused, misused, or handed over to things that never deserve it in the first place. When people say don't waste your time, it often sounds like a click. Something adults say when they want you to work harder, dream smaller, or follow a safer path. But wasting time is not about relaxing, having fun, or taking breaks. Those things matter. Wasting time is about investing your energy into things that drain you, shrink you, or keep you stuck in a version of yourself you have already outgrown. Time is neutral. You are the one who gives it means. Time itself is not valued until you decide what it's for. An hour can be used to build something, to learn something, to rest, or to spiral into self doubt. The hour does not matter. It treats every choice the same. You are the one who decides whether that hour moves your life forward, keeps it still, or pulls it backward. That's why wasting time often doesn't feel like wasting time while it's happening. It feels comfortable, familiar, easy, scrolling endlessly, staying in conversation that go nowhere, replaying old mistakes, waiting for moment to magically appear. None of it feels dangerous at the moment, but slowly, quietly, those moments stuck up. And one day you look back and realize you spent years waiting instead of living. Comfort is one of the biggest time thieves. Comfort is not bad, but it's sneaky. It conveniences you that staying the same is safer than changing, that avoiding failure is smarter than risking growth, that you will start tomorrow because today will still feels manageable. Comfort keeps you in relationships where you are not respected, routines that don't challenge you, and habits that numb you instead of fulfilling you. It whispers, at least this is not scary. And sometimes that's enough to keep you stuck for longer than you ever planned. But comfort doesn't lead anywhere new. If you want a different life, a stronger version of yourself, or a future that actually excites you, you'll eventually have to step outside the space where everything feels is predictable. Stop spending time on people who don't see you. One of the fastest ways to waste your time is to give it to people who don't value it. People who only show up when it's convenient. People who drain your energy, minimize your goal, or make you feel smaller for wanting more. You don't need anyone to understand you. What you do need to stop chasing validation from those who never will. Time spent trying to prove your worth to the wrong people is time stolen for becoming who you are meant to be. Real connection doesn't require constant effort just to be acknowledged. It does not leave you exhausted or questioning your value. If someone constantly makes you feel invisible, unheard, or disposable, the problem is not that you are asking for too much. It's that you are asking the wrong person. Overthinking is discussed as productivity. Thinking is not the enemy. What overthinking is the one of the past convincing way to wasting time while feeling busy. You analyze every possibility, imagine every outcome, or replay every conversation, yet nothing actually changes. Overthinking creates the illusion of control. It makes you feel like if you just think long enough, you will avoid mistakes, pain, or failure. In reality, it just delay actions and increase fear. Growth doesn't come from perfect plans. It comes from moment, from trying, adjusting, failing, and try again. The longer you stay trapped in your head, the more time slip by unused. Waiting for the right time is a trap. There will never be a perfect moment when everything lines up and fear disappears. The right time is a story we tell ourselves to avoid starting before we feel ready. But readiness is not something you wait for, it's something you build by doing. If you wait until you are confident, you will wait forever. Confidence grows after action, not before it. People who achieve meaningful things didn't feel prepared when they start. They just started anywhere. Every day you wait is a day you could have been learning, improving, or moving closer. Time doesn't pause while you gather courage. It keeps going. Don't waste time fighting who you are another quiet way. People waste time is by resisting themselves, trying to fit into expectation that don't feel right, suppressing interest because they are not practical, dimming personality traits to be more acceptable. You can spend years trying to be someone else and still end up feeling lost. Or you can spend time understanding who you are actually, what matters to you, and what kind of life feels honesty. Self acceptance doesn't mean you stop growing, it means you stop fighting your own nature while you grow. When you work with you, who you are instead of against it, time becomes fuel instead of friction. Rest is not wasted time. Avoidance is this matters. Resting is not wasting time, taking break, sleeping, laughing, doing nothing sometimes. Those things recharge you. They make meaningful work possible. What is wasting time is avoidance discussed as rest. When you numb yourself to avoid discomfort, when you procrastinate out of fear, when you keep yourself busy just to avoid facing something important. There's different between rest that restore you and habits that slowly drain you. Learning to tell the difference is one of the most valuable skills. Your attention is your life. What you pay attention to shape who you become. If your attention is constantly pulled towards negativity, comparison, or distraction that leave you empty, your time will reflect that. You don't need to optimize every second. What you do need to be intentional. Ask yourself, is this making my life better? Is this aligned with who I want to be? Small choices repeated daily become your reality. You don't wake up one day having wasted your life. It happens through thousands of tiny decisions that you felt harmless at the time. You are allowed to outgrow things. Outgrowing doesn't mean you failed, it means you evolved. People, dreams, routines, every version of yourself. They are allowed to change. Staying loyal to what no longer fit out of guilt or fear is another way time slip away. Growth requires honesty. Sometimes that means letting go, even when it's uncomfortable. or misunderstood. You don't own your future to your past. Use your time like it matters because it does. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan or a grand purpose. What you do need to care enough about your life to treat your time with respect. Do things that scare you little. Learn things that interest you. Invest in people who so rest when you need to. Walk away when something constantly costs you more than it gives. Time will pass no matter what you do. The question is not that whether time will move, it's whether you will. So don't waste your time living someone else's life. Don't waste it shrinking yourself to fit smaller spaces. Don't waste it waiting for permission, confidence, or perfect condition. Use it imperfectly. Use it bravely. Use it honestly. Because one day you look back, not at how long it was, but at how full it was. And that's what makes time worth something.